I want to first come to you, Shilpa. Is Bharatiya Janata Party, the president of the BJP, are they above law, or is the understanding of the law very different? Because he twisted, even quoting the Supreme Court order on the mosque. It is for all religious institutions, not specifically to mosques.
Amit, here the President Amit Shah ji has actually spoken the truth that, of course, the law is not above everything. I mean, law is above everything, but the thing is that what he's trying to say is that the Pinarayi government is having a double standard. You know, when it comes to Hindu temples, he has one standard. When it comes to other Supreme Court verdicts, he has another standard. This is what he's trying to bring out.
Madam, I was in Ayodhya just last weekend when the VHP Mahasamsad, Dharam Sansad took place there. And there are numerous temples in Ayodhya. Every temple had a loudspeaker there. My only limited argument is when Mr. Shah only quotes mosque in the Supreme Court order, why doesn't he give the same advice to the government in Uttar Pradesh, to the government in other BJP-ruled state to take off the loudspeakers from every religious place of worship, be it mosque, be it temples? Or is it just his bid before the elections in Rajasthan to try and polarize the votes?
No, I don't think so. Amit Shah ji was only speaking about loudspeakers in mosques. The only thing is that when you ask the question on Sabarimala, that is when he was talking specifically on Kerala. I think it is, a well-known fact that the Pinarayi government has been having an attitude against Hindus in Kerala. And, the BJP has been always standing with the sentiments of the majority of the people of Kerala.
Okay. Let me go across to, Mr. Binoy Viswam. Why is it that the Kerala government is time and again accused of bias, selective approach when it comes to implementing Supreme Court order on Sabarimala? On the other side, other Supreme Court orders, including the one Mr. Shah also, in fact, quoted. Why is that the Kerala government is seen, at least perception-wise, very keen to implement the Sabarimala verdict and sleeping on the other Supreme Court strictures?
No, the answer is quite simple. The BJP, the RSS, they tried to make the issue a political issue for their very narrow political ends. While using it for that purpose, they are using it in a selective manner, as you said it correctly. They are selective. They are biased. You just now quoted here what Mr. Amit Shah, the president of the ruling party in the country, what he said about the mics. As you said it very correctly, the Supreme Court was very clear. It was on using the mics in places of worship. Places of worship means that includes mosques, churches, and whichever places where worship is taking place. And Amit Shah, the leader of the BJP, in a typical style of an RSS cadre, was so selective to depict it as a verdict on the mosque alone.
But Mr. Viswam, that is the BJP's politics. I just want to also bring forward the selective approach in the government of Kerala as well. You are right. The order is for every religious institution, but please quote me an example where you have implemented this order. I was in Kerala during the flood relief operations. I stayed there for 10 days. Every mosque, every temple, every church still uses loudspeakers. Why haven't you taken any action on that? The question is of the intent.
Now, I will come to your question. Before I come to that question, let me have one or two sentences on this issue in a different way. That is regarding the RSS BJP position on a basic question. And that question is the right of a woman to enter a place of worship. On that question, I can tell you the communists, the lefts, and the RSS had once upon a time the same position. RSS is on records stating that up to which place a man can enter, to that extent a woman also can enter. This was the original RSS position, and that position was clearly stated by the RSS in its conclave.
So, but you're not answering the question that I'm asking.
In Rajasthan, where they stated very clearly, yeah, I will come. Now, the Supreme Court has a verdict that there should be equality for men and women in Sabarimala.